Jesus to me is someone who I can always count on, and someone who's my comfort and my friend.
Jesus to me is, like a lot of people say, more than a friend, but Jesus has done more for us than he needed to because he loves us.
And God gave me the best parents that I could have ever had. And because I wouldn't have been raised in a Christian home, and my parents, they loved me, and they've given me the best life possible.
The things that the speaker at Mount Hermon said really got to me, but after that point I still had a lot of doubts, and I recently went to a camp this last summer called Echo, where I got to have a lot of my questions answered. And I think that's when it became more clear to me, like, what having a relationship with Christ is truly about.
I didn't really, start to get, a tight grip on it until about 6th grade, where I started getting more into the youth group. I remember going to Fall Frenzy Camp, and the speaker had us invite Jesus into our lives, and I did that. And it wasn't really until recently that I began growing on that more.
It must have been, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, and I just remember going to church one day, and they, I guess, gave a little story about you should accept Jesus into your heart and stuff. So I remember coming home and sitting on my bed and just praying a little prayer, to ask him to be in my heart. And
how I came to faith, I grew up in this church. I accepted him at VBS when I was younger, and I went to Christian schools, and I stayed in my faith. It's been strong ever since.
I think in kindergarten, 1st grade, our Sunday school teacher was talking to us about how Jesus is important and that we should take him into our lives. So that's when I became a Christian.
In 7th grade, when I started losing a lot of my friends to, just things, and I came to Rad Night, and everyone was so welcoming, and it was really like a big family just from the beginning. So Jesus really spoke to me at that time.
I accepted God really in my life this past summer.
Well, I've always grown up in the church, so I've just kind of had him. But it was really this year and last year that I really started seeing him work in my life, and I just got to know him more.
But this summer, when we were supposed to go on the mission trip, I realized that I didn't really have a deep faith with God. So I went and talked to Mrs. Hunter about what my faith was like and how I could deepen my relationship with God.
I grew up going to church and was in a Christian family, and I just kind of came to know Jesus more and more since then.
It would be exciting to be part of this huge family and just know that all these people love me and are always there for me.
I want to join the church because I want to get more involved in it and know how I can live better through Jesus.
Just with all the youth group and seeing how everyone's so involved here, it makes me want to get more involved.
I want to join the church because